Friends, Sri Ramakrishna said, if you do not have the stamp of God, people will not listen to you, even if you try to do good to the world. Now, this has been a very important debate. Actually, there is no debate because these people don't talk philosophy or talk anything that is above persons or above work, etc. They don't talk principles, they don't talk policies, they don't have any debate. But amongst the followers of Sri Ramakrishna and Vivekananda, who call themselves the people who are perpetuating the legacy of Sri Ramakrishna and Vivekananda, they don't talk about them about this. But there is this great doubt because they don't talk and exchange their ideas. Doubts are, that is the natural consequence. But the great question is whether those people who are in an organization that is founded by Vivekananda, do they have the stamp of God to talk about Vedanta, which is claimed to be the ultimate solution for all problems in the world and out of the world also? So do they have this stamp of God or not? Most people say only when you realize God, when you have communion with God. Realize means now it is God is imagination. That is their premise. So now God is imaginary for you, and walls and fans and lights, etc. All these people and this world with trees and flowers and cows, etc. All of these things. This is real. Now what they say is, if God is as real as this world to you, that is realization of God. And then when God tells you that you can now go and talk to this world or do good to this world, only then there will be good done to this world, and only then the world will listen to you. Okay, this is their thinking. Now, the people who are members of this organization founded by Vivekananda, are they having this kind of authority or not is the question. So some people, very few people like me, believe that Sri Ramakrishna gave this authority to Vivekananda. There is no question about it. Vivekananda founded this organization, which means he is authorizing this organization. Vivekananda gave such authority to Brahmananda, Shivananda, and all these presidents of that organization. So, and those presidents of those organizations gave the authority to the centers, heads of the centers of various centers, various branches, etc. And the trustees they have given this authorization. Yes, is there an authorization or not? There is. And those heads of the centers are authorizing some members of their branch to go out and do good to this world. Now, do you see the chain of authorization, the chain of stamp, etc.? Okay, the permissions that they got and the representation. Do you see it or not? I see it very clearly. Few see this very clearly, but still they say that unless you realize God, you cannot do good to the world. In that case, this machinery I am talking about, is not for those who have not realized God. So you have to realize God, and then only you can be a member of this machinery. Are you saying that? You are not. Then what is this machinery for? So you are not doing this machinery work probably because you're not doing anyway, but I'm trying to find the reason. Probably this is because you think unless the purpose of the mutt or the monastery is fulfilled fully, you cannot do the mission work really. Maybe that is holding you back. Please check. But those who believe that this is the authorization chain that I just mentioned earlier, it is very clear, and there is nothing more real than God. And the cows and trees and the animals, trees and material, everything, the other human beings and yourself included, all those things that are you see as potentially binding, etc., all these things are various forms of God, of Virat Purusha, then there is nothing else than God. When you have this stance, it's not a stance that you take. That is your realization. That is the reality for you. If you are in that stage, like I am in, then you would not have to wait for all these things, this so-called stamp, etc. Even if that stamp, if you say that you got it, it is only mystical. There is no way you can check. If you are saying the check, I mean, you can verify it by whether the world is listening or not. Then the world is not listening even to Vivekananda. The world has not listened to Buddha, has it? The world has not listened to Jesus, really. The world has not listened to Shankaracharya. The world will not listen. The world will listen only in its sweet time, right? But it is your duty, when you have a physical body, when you have money, attention, time, energy given into your command, it is your job to use all this money, time, energy, attention in the service of mankind. And that mankind is not really mankind, but it is God in various forms. That is the only motive that can be ever there for this machinery. Thank you.